Welcome back to TrendBible Stories, where real emotions meet unforgettable moments. If you enjoy stories that touch your heart and open your eyes, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Today's story is about a millionaire father, his beloved daughter, and the dark secret he uncovered one day when he came home earlier than expected. What he saw in that moment didn't just change his life, it shocked everyone who later heard the story. So sit back and listen carefully. Because this isn't just about money or power. It's about love, betrayal, and the courage to stand up for what truly matters. It was a sunny Friday afternoon in New York. Adrian Lewis, a self-made millionaire in his mid-40s, wrapped up a business meeting earlier than expected. Normally, Adrian worked long hours at his real estate company, often returning home late at night. But that day, something inside him told him to head back home early. He couldn't explain it, but he felt a tug in his chest. Adrian's mansion was a sprawling estate on the outskirts of the city. Inside lived his second wife, Victoria, and his 10-year-old daughter from his first marriage, Emily. Adrian's first wife had passed away when Emily was just a toddler. Since then, Emily had been his entire world. He spoiled her with love, attention, and every resource his wealth could provide. Victoria, however, was different. Beautiful, elegant, always perfectly dressed. She carried herself like she belonged in high society. Adrian had met her at a charity gala 2 years earlier. She was charming, witty, and seemed genuinely interested in him beyond his money. At least, that's what he believed. But Emily had never been fond of Victoria. She said her stepmother was mean when Adrian wasn't around. Adrian brushed it off at first, thinking it was just a child's struggle to accept a step-parent. He reassured Emily that Victoria loved her too. That Friday afternoon, Adrian's car rolled into the driveway. He walked quietly into the house, not announcing his arrival. As he passed the hallway, he heard a sound that froze his blood, a sharp, angry voice, followed by a thud, then a soft, muffled sob. His heart pounded as he followed the noise to the living room. The scene he walked into made his entire body go numb. There, standing tall in her heels, was Victoria. And on the floor, curled into a corner, was Emily, her eyes red with tears, her little hands shielding herself. Victoria had her hand raised, shouting words that made Adrian's chest tighten. "You ungrateful little brat. Do you think your father will always protect you? You think money makes you special? You're nothing without him. Nothing!" Then, before Adrian could even process, Victoria kicked Emily in the side. The small girl whimpered, clutching her stomach. Adrian's world shattered in that moment. His vision blurred with fury. He had always trusted Victoria, always defended her when Emily complained. And now here was the truth, laid bare in the most brutal way possible. "Stop!" Adrian's voice thundered through the room. Victoria spun around, her face draining of color. She stammered, "Adrian, you're home early." But Adrian wasn't listening. He rushed to Emily, lifting her gently into his arms. His daughter clung to him, sobbing into his chest. He looked back at Victoria, his eyes blazing with a rage she had never seen before. "How dare you?" he shouted. "How dare you touch my daughter like that?" Victoria tried to recover her composure. "It's not what it looks like, Adrian. She was misbehaving. She needs discipline." "Discipline?" Adrian's voice cracked with disgust. "That was abuse." "She's a child." "My child." For a moment, silence filled the mansion. Adrian's hands trembled as he stroked Emily's hair, whispering, "Daddy's here, baby. I won't let anyone hurt you again." Victoria stepped forward, panic rising in her eyes. "Adrian, please listen to me. I love you. I didn't mean—" "Enough," Adrian barked. "I trusted you with my family. I let you into my home. And this is what you do?" He ordered the staff to pack Victoria's things immediately. She tried to argue, to cry, to play the victim, but Adrian wasn't moved. For once, all the charm she had used to win him over was powerless against the truth he had witnessed with his own eyes. By evening, Victoria was gone from the mansion. Adrian contacted his lawyer, filing for an immediate divorce and pressing charges for child abuse. He refused to let this go quietly. News of the incident spread through the community. People were stunned that a woman who seemed so sophisticated could hide such cruelty. But the most shocking part wasn't what Victoria had done. It was what Adrian did next. Instead of hiding the incident to protect his reputation, Adrian went public. He released a heartfelt statement, admitting his mistake in not believing Emily sooner, and urging other parents to always listen to their children. My daughter trusted me with her fears, Adrian said, his voice breaking in the televised interview, and I failed her because I didn't listen. But never again. If you are a parent, hear me. Always believe your child when they tell you something feels wrong. Always. People across the country praised Adrian's courage. His openness inspired countless parents to pay closer attention to their children's voices. Support poured in for Emily, who slowly began to heal, knowing her father had finally seen the truth and chosen her above everything else. Adrian made another surprising move. Instead of remarrying or searching for another partner, he dedicated his life to Emily's well-being. He rearranged his business schedule to spend more time at home. He personally dropped her off at school, helped with her homework, and even learned how to braid her hair, something his wife had always done before. In time, Emily smiled again. She laughed, she played, and she felt safe. The bond between father and daughter grew stronger than ever. Years later, when Emily graduated top of her class, Adrian sat in the front row, tears streaming down his face. She gave a speech, and in it she said, "My dad taught me that love isn't about money or gifts. It's about protection, trust, and always standing up for each other. He's not just my father, he's my hero." The audience gave her a standing ovation. Adrian hugged his daughter tightly. Knowing he had made the right choice that day, he walked into the living room early. Because if he hadn't come home at that exact moment, who knows how long the abuse would have continued. That one unexpected decision didn't just change his life, it saved his daughter's. So what can we take from this story? Sometimes the people who appear perfect on the outside can be hiding the darkest sides within. And sometimes the people we trust the most are the ones capable of betraying us. But in the end, truth always comes to light. Adrian's courage to act, to protect, and to stand with his daughter proved that real strength isn't in wealth or power, it's in love. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to TrendBible Stories for more unforgettable tales. Thank you for watching. Until next time, remember, listen to those you love, because sometimes their quietest words carry the deepest truths.